Hello, today I'm gonna talk about artist Tino Sehgal. He was born in 1976 in London but lives in Berlin. His dad is Indian and his mom is German. And he studied economics and dance but ended up becoming an artist, or as the New Yorker calls him, an architect of interactions. So in the beginning of his career, he danced with a choreographer, a very experimental choreographer, Jerome Bell. And then at some point, he started creating his own pieces, the most famous one being 20 Minutes for the 20th Century, where he would enact 20 different styles of dance, including movements by Isadora Duncan or Balanchine. And then he would be naked, and then other people could also do this dance. So it was his choreography. And at some point, someone suggested this should be in a museum. And now, so for the last 20 years, he's been doing what he calls the constructed situations, right, in museums. And in these situations, what he refers to as players or participants, which are most of the time actors, enact situations instructed or choreographed by Tino, and they can be for the players to do it with them, between them, or with museum goers. One of my favorite ones is called Kiss, and it's from 2002. And two actors would start kissing in the museum. And here they are. And, different actors can do the artwork. But they would always be referring to very classic kisses from art history, such as Brancusi's, or Rodin, or Jeff Koons and Cicciolina, or my favorite, Klimt. And he talks about how kisses are impossible to represent. It's more than a 3D sculpture. It's an exchange between two people that cannot be repeated. So to have it in the museum as the kiss itself is very interesting. Another one that is the only one that I've seen in person besides the kiss is one that I saw in the Guggenheim in 2010 called This is Progress, where you would walk up the rotunda of the museum, and at first a little boy would come to you and say, "What is progress?" And then you would respond and a conversation would start, and then he would very, smoothly pass the conversation on to a teenager who would keep the conversation going until they, again, handed you to an adult who would keep going until you finished with an older person. So, thinking of his background in economics and dance, it's interesting to imagine that what he's doing is actually kind of inviting the art world to think, can something that is not an object have value, And then another one that I have never seen but love is from 2006, This Is You. So a singer would be in the museum, usually open air, like if there's an outdoors area, and they would sing a song to you. So whatever the museum goer looked like to her, like whatever mood he or she seemed to be on, the singer would sing a song for them. So there's something very unique if you think about conversations or interactions or a kiss that is something that cannot become an object. So again, because we're all quarantined, a friend of mine was saying that she started seeing someone and it was really nice, and then now they can't see each other anymore, So a kiss is definitely something that can only be done in person. And at the same time, because it's not an object or a painting or something that you can look at a photo or a video of, because for the longest time he would not authorize you to, make videos of his work. It's something that you also have to keep in your memory. Like if you see his artwork, that's it. You saw it. And then just to wrap up, I love the idea that Eugene Ionescu, the surrealist playwright from Romania, says that a performance can be more memorable than a sculpture. Meaning something that has a beginning and an end can be more remarkable than something that it will be there forever. So that's my video for today, and I'll see you soon.